So some may call this recipe egg roll in a bowl, some may call it ground turkey stir fry. All I know is it's really easy to make, super quick, and it tastes so good. It's absolutely perfect for lunch or a quick dinner. So starting off with our sauce, we're gonna add in some soy sauce, some hoisin sauce, some toasted sesame oil, and some ginger paste. Now, of course, you can use fresh ginger, but I'm trying to make this recipe quick, y'all. So I'm using ginger paste. And then we're just gonna add those ingredients to a small bowl. As always, I always put the full recipe and measurements down below in the description box, so you can just click on that and get all of the measurements and instructions. But once you have all of the sauce ingredients added to the bowl, you're just gonna whisk those together until they're well combined, and then you can just set your sauce to the side. That way the sauce is already ready to go when we need it. Next, you're gonna dice up half of a yellow onion, and we're gonna mince some garlic cloves. So I like to use some fresh garlic in this recipe and onion just because it helps build the flavor foundation for a good stir fry. So you just need half of a yellow onion, and then 2 garlic cloves is all I'm mincing up. Actually, I'm crushing it with a garlic press because I don't feel like doing a lot of work, as I've already told you. So then we're going to slice up some green onions, and the green onions are just going to get added at the end. But that's all the chopping that you have to do. Now, to a large skillet, we're going to add in our ground turkey. You can certainly use ground chicken or lean ground beef, but I like to use ground turkey. We're going to cook that up until it is fully brown or mostly brown. Then we're going to add in that onion and garlic, stir that around, let it saute with your ground meat. Then we're going to season the meat with some salt and black pepper. That's it. You don't have to go crazy because you saw the sauce that we already have prepared. So that is going to give this stir fry most of the flavor. Now this is where the magic happens, y'all. You're going to grab a bag of coleslaw mix, okay? Coleslaw mix, which is basically just a big old bag of shredded green and red cabbage with a few shredded carrots in there. But this is what makes this recipe so easy, okay? So add that to the skillet, and then you're gonna pour in that sauce. Now, I forgot to mention, make sure you're using a deep skillet, okay? Because you want that cabbage to fit. And it's gonna look like a lot, but trust me, that cabbage is gonna cook down. You know, cabbage is mostly water. So it's going to cook down, and trust me, that sauce is going to be enough. It's gonna stretch. So just keep stirring it around, let that cabbage cook, and eventually it's gonna look just like this. You see how much that cabbage has already cooked down? Now you see that the sauce has stretched and is fully coating all of your meat and your cabbage. Y'all, that's it. That's how quick this is. We're gonna top it with those green onions, and you have one of the easiest meals that you could ever make, okay? And it's so good. So I like to serve mine with some steamed white rice. You can serve yours with brown rice, with noodles, however you like, but this is how I like to eat mine. And then you have lunch. I end up eating too much of this because it's so good. So you can also add a little bit of sriracha sauce if you want a little kick to it, or, you know, chili paste, whatever you want to do. But this is really easy. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Again, the full measurements are always listed down below in the description box. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like this recipe. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.